blazing trails, you know how Johnny moves. Young black mamba dropping the hottest news. Life's a mad attorney calling audibles. When it's mindset, I don't know how I'ma lose. Keep it 100, we from the 90s, dude. Freshest podcast out, we on the grind for you. Stuck on your head all day, Gorilla Glue. They think they really gon' out me, pull up with the big tech. Call it Silicon Valley, made it through a dark winter, it was getting so cloudy. Now we got the sickest show in the whole county. It's a cold world, better bundle up. Gotta get the shovel when the truck is stuck. In the middle of a blizzard still coming up. Tuning in just so I know what is up. It's the Cloud Chronicles.
You hear me? Can you hear me? Let me get on. All right, here we go. What up, world? We're back with live. This is the Cloud Chronicles. Thank those who will be watching later, man. So I got a special guest, man. You've seen him on the show a couple times. Friend of the show, friend of mine. We had some technical difficulties, but we got that ironed out right now. So without further ado, man, I want you to bring my boy. You may know him as Fred Holmes. You may know him as Thomas. You may know him as both, man. You don't know about to get to know him right now, man. Oh boy, right now, Federal Poems, aka Big Thomas, all the way out of Fresno, the king of Fresno. Here we go, in the building right now.
Oh man, hey, I appreciate the love, man, but you know, there's a lot of other cats out there really getting to the grit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help people get on their grind, man. That's all I'm doing. Another person said this in one of the rooms on me, and they're like, "Yeah, Thomas be bringing like 80 artists, like a whole catalog, and putting on artists and stuff like that from Fresno. He put it on Fresno, but you know, it's just been a local thing where we don't put ourselves in that position. You know what I mean? Like we don't go and say we the king or we the best or we, you know what I mean? Because there's just so many people that don't understand that there's levels to the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you know,
yeah, man, I hear you.
It's a whole different game.
So we had some stuff go down, man, since you was on the show last time, you know what I'm saying? Made progress, man. The businesses have changed a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You're still doing the same thing, man, so that's why I got you here. Tell the people, man, about the Red Carpet Lounge, man. Tell us what that's all about.
The Red Carpet Lounge it's a group that I'm gonna have to like be careful how I explain it, because a lot of people don't use the Voice Drop app. But if you use the Voice Drop app, there's a group in there. It's called Red Carpet Lounge. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to get the industry artists that are mainstream mixed in with the industry artists that are underground, independent, and try to get them both together and collab on songs, or even use the knowledge of what they both know to, you know, work in their own life, you know what I mean, in their music, and create some type of, you know, universal connection. Because there's people all over on all different coasts that do different type of music, but can, you know, use other artists in a positive way. You know what I mean? And
right.
They can get money together by working. You know, because it's all work. At the end of the day, it's a business. So I'm treating.
So you're trying to bridge the gap basically between the indie and like the kind of mainstream.
Yeah, you know, like even not, you don't even have to be like really, really big mainstream, but like, you know, mainstream, like you know, there's different classes they have for artists, you know, like they'd be like B class artists or C class artists, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
You know, C grade or whatever, you know, but the bottom line is that they're celebrities and they may not have been doing too much for a while. They're just chilling, but, you know, but they still got the grind. They still grind, but not like as much as they did before, you know. Right. So you bridge those with ones that are just young and hungry, and they, you know what I mean, they want to pass along the other stuff, you know. It's just game, man. It's just like it's all about like mixing your life and making other people on other sides of town work with each other.
Right.
You get everybody working with each other, man. It's like, because if you go to a minimum wage job and you see somebody you don't like at the job, you know, how are you going to maintain your job? You're going to fight after work, you know, he come back to work with a black eye, they probably press charges and stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. You ain't fighting without no charges being pressed nowadays.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So in the music business, it's like everything else, man. It's just it's something that you got to keep on gluing things together to make it work, because it's like it ain't going away.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for
You
sure.
know what I mean? So the management idea though, the red carpet management, that part of it is a whole nother thing. It's just that what I just gave you right now is just so much game that probably flew over a lot of people's heads, but for the ones
Most of the good stuff does, don't it? Though.
the ones who did get it, they get it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So those are the ones that kind of, and usually on social medias and stuff like that, I'll be the one saying these things that are just outrageous. You know, I probably say too much, but at the same time, it generates engagements. You know what I'm saying? Impressions. And when you start seeing a lot of impressions from the things that I'm saying, it's just like people, the right people will get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you see that meme I posted today, bro? It said maybe the people who don't get it aren't meant to get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just real talk. You know what I'm saying? You can, because
Yeah.
I know you dealing with them artists. You've got some artists that you've like beat certain stuff into their head, like, hey man, you're gonna have to do this if you want to go to this next level. Like,
Yeah,
you
like
have to.
most of them, you know, if they don't want to get it, they'll get it later on. They'll come back around, double back, and be like, oh, what you said was
right.
probably right. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like always right. You know what I mean? But I think I'm pretty good at what I'm telling them. You know what I'm saying? Because it's obviously working, because all the artists that I've been working with, they all doing really good. You know, they're all doing something. So it does work. You know, it's kind of basic. It's really basic, and when people realize how basic and how simple it really is, then they think that they gotten there, and what now? What, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here now what? Because it's a business.
Yeah.
Once it becomes like a job, you know, it starts to change for some people. Some people love their job, some people don't.
Yeah. You got to do what you
But
love.
I'm not an artist though. You know, I did music back in the days. You know what I mean? But I'm not out there performing and stuff like that. So, you know, who am I to say what the artist wants and what they're gonna do? Because it's on them what they want to do. You know what I mean? Some of them have to go through a bunch of different things just to get to the place where they were supposed to be at. You know what I mean? That's probably their mission. You know what I mean? That was probably their, you know. So who am I to get in the way of any of that? I just try to help people out if I can. If they don't think it's helped, then that's fine too. I mean, other than that, I'm on top of trying to get people on.
Hey, so what's going on with the concerts, man? Been seeing a lot of stuff about the concerts. Like it's a big wave, big push going on. What's going on with that?
Everything's starting to open back up. That's what it is. Like,
True.
to get back to work.
Hey, I don't know about y'all, man, but down here we been open. Randy Mouse style, wide, wide open, baby.
Texas do it big, man. I'm trying to get something lined up over there in Texas because man, there's a lot of stuff going on over there, man. I have some friends out there too. You know, you're out there, and there's a lot of other people out there that we've been talking to, and they all saying the same thing. Stuff's about to crack, you know, like about a month ago, it was already opening. Like there was a couple of
it's you right. It's been about a month and a half, and he was like, "Fuck this shit." The governor was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, they were having fat shows, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So but people have to bring their masks.
Yeah, even the comedy shows and stuff, bro. Everything opened up down here.
It's open right up. So with all that said, man, you know, it all comes together. It's all first full circle. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's gonna get their grind on if they're professionals. But if they're not being professional, man, that's just rules to everything, man. It's the laws of everything, you know.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the cliche sayings are, I don't know. You could come up with all kind of different ones, but at the end of the day, man, there's measures, there's rules and measures and stuff. You gotta
unwritten rules.
Yeah, you gotta be on your shit. I mean, there's no easy way out. It's not as easy as people want to think it is. It's like people are not just getting signed like back in the day. You get fat, millions and millions.
Yeah,
of dollars.
motherfuckers go take it. They go take a backpack and a lunch and all their mixtapes and go camp out in front of the studio or wherever the executive building was.
You
And hit
imagine when they got signed, they got like one of those man, when you get one of those what's those little dumpsters that you roll around
the dumpsters.
Yeah, you have to fill up a whole bunch of dumpsters, bro.
Oh, you talking about like on some like how Puffy they used to do them kids on making the band and shit.
Man, this is wild, bro. Yeah, back in the days it was different. You would see somebody with a wheelbarrow with a gang of money inside of it. They got signed. They got a gang of money, a whole tub of money. You know what I'm saying? Like you just think of a whole bunch of money. Like,
yeah.
McScrooge, you know what I'm saying? But that's not how it really is, though.
Yeah, that signing bonus that people be thinking that signing bonus is gonna set them up for life.
Yeah, they just like giving it some fantasy. You know what I mean? So it's not like that. I mean, from what I've seen, and I know some really dope artists that they should be signed. If anybody's gonna get signed, I think they should be signed. And they're not signed, and it's not because it's not about that. It's about it's like building yourself. You gotta build your brand. You gotta, people gotta know who you are.
Yeah.
You gotta want to go buy your records. You know what I mean? They want to go search you.
Yeah. So hey man, so let's talk the strength of networking because you're big on that.
Yeah, you already know, man. I've been doing some networking, trying to keep it together for a different era of people. Because man, we didn't have this when we were kids. We didn't have the internet. You know what I mean? So it's a big way to network and really get the attentions of people that would have never seen you before. Like it's if you wanted to get put on, you would have to be in the newspaper or something. You know what I mean? Or like even now, still like if you're in the newspaper a lot, that's good.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like before, we relied like solely on that and TV.
Radio play.
Yeah, radio. It's still radio over everything.
Yeah.
But because there's always gonna be radio. Always. Even if the internet went out, there would still be radio.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
But we're using this internet platform to the best of our abilities to try to get people together. Because sometimes, man, all it takes is talking to the right person. And all these people are humble and down to earth people. Like you might think of them as celebs, but they're like real people. You know what I'm saying? Like they have real emotions, just like everybody else. You know what I mean?
And how you approach them could set the whole tone of the conversation.
Yeah, and you don't really want to piss nobody off either because you're trying to make a good name for yourself. So it's kind of like you got to dance around with all the knowledge that you learn from people, and you got to try not to just like word for word say the things they taught you. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's stuck to you. So you're like that's how it's got to be. You have to do it that way. You know what I mean? So there's just a lot of things that help you in your career along the way, and with this music or with television, whatever your angle is, you're an entertainer or you're an advocate. Like I'm an advocate, music advocate.
As am I.
So I just try to steer people in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's not all my information, things that I know that brought them there. It was just the gesture of doing it the right way. Like, hey, bro, sometimes you need somebody in the room to tell you, hey, don't do it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From the bottom of their heart that they're being sincere. They're not just trying to, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times it's just people don't say things nicely. They're just like, that shit sucks, trash. You know what I mean? So most of the time, I'm trying to get them in a situation where they're networking with the right people. Everybody's connecting with the right people because a lot of times you can't mix certain people with other certain people. it won't work, you know. But you got to know all these things. If not, it's always gonna backfire. So you got to stay solid. There's a lot of being, you know, sharp, being on your toes, you know, as far as that goes.
Yo, 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 we had some technical difficulties, but we are back in the building. We back, we back. Hey, man, welcome back to the Cloud Chronicles, man. I always wanted to say that. Now I can officially say that. We had a reason too, man. Shout out to Carlos Miller, man. But yeah, definitely, I've always wanted to say that. So we were talking about networking and stuff, man. They bumped us out real quick, so we had to jump back in. So we back in here, man. I got my boy Thomas.
Yeah, so you can't be giving up too much game on these platforms.
That's a fact. That's a fizz act. Because you can really charge.
Yeah, so
You can really charge though.
yeah, for sure. That's what it is, man. So you know, everybody, you know, the artists do have to come with the budget though. You know what I'm saying? Because there's managers that invest, and then there's managers that you know just actually are your assistant. They manage your situation that you got going on. You know, that you got bookings and all kind of other stuff. They book your, you know, there's different kind of managers too. There's a booking manager. There's a manager that's your road manager. You know,
Right.
and then there's your business manager. You know, so if you're wearing all these hats, you know, the artist definitely has to have a bag. You know what I mean, for them to push their own.
Yeah, take a little bit of money to get anything off the ground, man. So even though podcast, bro.
Yeah, if you want to go and buy a franchise, and you know, you still got to go and get a loan from the bank, and get, you know, and go and get you that money, 10,000, 20,000, whatever the down payment's going to be. You know what I'm saying? For you to get that going, you got to do it. And then after that, you're gonna have to get like loans to keep that business going. It's the same thing with music. It's just a business. It's all business. So a lot of people.
Let me ask you this, Cuddy. This is huge because some people want to go mainstream, some people want to go independent.
Yeah.
You've seen both sides. I know you've seen some people win on both sides. Yeah. So what do you recommend, like, to artists that, you know, the artists that are going to watch this, people watching this? What would you tell them is the way to go?
Well, I wouldn't tell them what the way to go is, because I wouldn't know exactly what they got going on and their situation, you know, because not everybody's got the same situation going on.
Yeah.
So, you know, it just all depends on the artist. And when it comes to like I was saying, they got to have a budget for them to get off the ground, just like anything else. So you have to start there. You got to start with, you know, the right people in your path. You know, sometimes you don't have a connection to get you connected to somebody who's a celebrity, like a legit celebrity. You know what I mean? So sometimes you don't got that. You know, a publicist charges like $7,500 a month.
Publicists make good money, huh?
Yeah, like a month. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
and that's the low ball too
mm-hmm.
for some publicists. You know what I mean? So then there you go. Like then, and they kind of take deals too if they like the person. They might even go a little less, or you know, they got it. They could play with that. They could play with it all day.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So any person who wants to get in the music business, they got to have tough skin first of all, because they're gonna talk to the wrong person, and you know, just miss their own opportunities because they don't know how to talk. Because you know, it doesn't matter where you're from. It matters what your mind is like. You know what I'm saying? Like you know. It don't matter where you're from.
Yeah.
You know, it's like ghetto's a mind state. You know, so if you have.
Yeah, I saw you. I think did you post that? I saw something. Was that you?
I probably did.
I saw something like that today, and I was like, yeah, that's real talk. That was real talk.
That's one of the things I say a lot. You know, you know, just because we lived in the hood and we seen the rats and roaches and stuff like that doesn't mean that we have to, in our minds, think that that's what we got to be. Or to feel broke, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like it's really about yourself, knowing yourself and loving yourself. You know, pushing yourself to get to that level that you need to be on. And a lot of people get it though. A lot of people that want to do music, that are out there pushing like that. This COVID, the whole shutdown and everything, it really helped a lot of people. It gave everybody a boost because everybody came together again. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, because like there was a lot of killings going on, like a lot of killings. Yeah. And then after that, it kind of like all stopped because everybody was like, man, we tired of this. You know what I mean? Tired of seeing each other go at each other like this. You know what I mean? And it stopped for a while, but the music part. You start having all these different people from different countries that don't have these same jobs coming in to us anymore. Like we didn't have nobody shipping from China and stuff like that to the United States. So they started making stuff at home. Everybody started having all their stuff, making all their things at home, and like everybody has brands and they got their own business now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people everybody had to start some shit up with the pandemic.
Yeah, because there's other streams of resources that you got to have. You know, just aside, like you got to always have your ducks in a row. You know.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
And that's why when the artist comes with their own like money, their own hustle, their grind. You know what I mean? It just adds to your grind, and that's the same thing with the record labels. Is that when you have like, let's say you have $1 million, then the record label will put up $1 million too. You know what I mean? Or they'll put up $2 million or whatever they want to put up. You know, it's a loan that they're giving you. You know what I'm saying?
Investment, yeah.
Yeah, it's a loan. It's an investment for them because they're gonna be winning in the end. You know, they're gonna charge you for things and your deal, but you're gonna get all this money that's guaranteed that you got.
Yeah.
Most of that time that you spent, you got to be smart with your money and all that other stuff. So there's just a lot of things that come to the music that it's not just talent. And so a lot of times people were like, oh yeah, I know somebody that raps, he's hella tight, and you know, he could be like homeless, got bars.
Yeah.
But it's like the person is a king, but don't realize it. You know what I mean? Like their mind state is to be right there. They don't realize that that it's bigger than that. You know what I mean? They got to push themselves. They got to grind. Ain't nobody gonna give it to them.
That's right.
Nobody gonna hand it to them. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's just you have to grind. You have to be out there, putting yourself in position to win. And if people are accepting you, just keep grinding and keep grinding.
Yeah.
If they don't accept you, keep grinding. It don't matter. Just always keep grinding.
Yeah, I had seen a video to the point that you're making, man. Like, and I posted it, and it was Tony Baker was talking about, you know, like why, you know, he hates when he sees people like, you know, cutting on people who only got low streams or they only got so many followers, you know, artists, you know, and people in general. And he was like, you know, it don't matter. Like, so what? Like, everybody has to start somewhere. You know, everybody who's popping right now started with one fan, one follower. You know what I'm saying? One ticket sale, one album sale, and you know, you just gotta like keep grinding and keep going, keep gutting it out, and then also giving the same effort as if like, you know, like right now I don't have like a shitload of people that pop in on the live. You know, if I have one, I have 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna go as hard as I would with 500 as I would with 0 or 1. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you get the same effort across the board too. You know, you get an artist that goes to a little show and they're like, "Oh man, bump this. It's only like 12 people here," so they're kind of half-assed.
I'm saying that not to that degree. I'm saying that in those situations, like, I would definitely not do it like that. I would be like, no, there's more artists coming to the show than there is people that want to come and watch the show, then something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? So I just like, cancel that. We ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Like all the shows that we was doing, like if there's something like that going on, we ain't doing the shows there no more. Like we ain't even coming back.
Yeah, I'm talking about like maybe before they even get to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about like the new people, like you ain't got nothing, and they're like, you know, we can't. Yeah, like you can't be turning down no 12-person show and you ain't got no fan base.
Nah, they turn it down if they need to turn it up is what they need to do.
Exactly.
You know, they need to bring their people, you know what I'm saying? Like go hit the streets, go paint the town, you know what I'm saying? Like go out there and go talk to people, you know what I'm saying? Go and make yourself, you know what I'm saying? Go hit the spots, go all the delis and go to all the bodegas, you know what I'm saying? And just be like, hey, what's up, man? I'm so and so, I'm doing this music, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Get personable with people, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get people at your shows.
Yeah, I saw Lil Yachty did an interview and he was saying like that's what he did like for a year. Like he went out to Cali and he literally did word for word what you said. He just went where everybody was. Yeah. And like introduced himself and tried to like meet people and was like, hey man, you know, hopefully we can do something in the future and blah blah blah. And you know, he's a millionaire. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. I'm telling you, like people want to gravitate towards people that have that character, that charisma. And they have that character and charisma because they're out there. You know what I mean? They're outside. It's just if you beat the road up and you go down to all the places where you got play. Yeah. Hey man, they're gonna respect that. They're gonna be like, oh, you know what I mean? That's the same guy I've been listening to.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now with all this new internet stuff, you can tell who's even watching you. You even know what kind of people are watching you. You know how old they are. You know.
All the analytics are great, man. The analytics are great.
You know what I'm saying? What songs they liked, everything.
Yep.
What cities exactly, you know what I mean? So it's not like you don't know what's going on. I mean, unless you're getting those those SEOs or whatever they call it, they be on.
Oh my God, man! Oh my God!
And like, man, then you're gonna have a bunch of streams from like Dubai and stuff like that, and
man, oh my goodness. You talk about your inbox being full of links, bro. Let me tell you, my inbox full of SEO stuff, bro.
If you get some services from them, bro, you're gonna end up having like a bunch of followers from those places. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, like that's some of the things that people do, like because they trying to get views and stuff. You know, they want to get seen. And in realities, though, it's not even really about like having a whole bunch of people that you're following or that they're following you. It's more that they're engaging.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are they engaging though? Like, are they really rocking with you? Because that's what people are looking for. Rather than to have all the big numbers and stuff. So how do you get people engaged? That's the angles that people have to learn, and people have to figure out if that's what works and what doesn't work. But a lot of times when you give up too much game, though, it's monkey see, monkey do. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of too much game, I don't want you to give away too much more game for free, not for free.
Not for free.
Not for free. So
tap in if you want to get a consultation. Tap in.
Hey, I'm finna plug you right now. Watch. I'm finna plug it. So listen, man. My boy here, if you got music, man, or you're thinking about doing music, or you're confused, your career is at a stalemate, go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Hit my boy up. I guarantee he can pump some life into your career somehow. If it's your streams, he can help you out with your social media presence, man, your management, maybe. He can do it, man. Hey, so before you give up, any more game, man. I want you. You got any shout outs? Anything that's going on in Fresno here this weekend or in a couple weeks you want to plug before we get out of here?
Yeah, we got a couple of things going on. We got Fred Lokes doing a couple of performances, but
Okay.
it's gonna be one in Portland with Sada Baby, and that's let me look at the date real quick.
Shout out to Fred.
Yeah, Fred Lokes pushing. Look at the date.
Y'all go while he's looking at that. Y'all make sure you check out that VizD exclusive Cloud Chronicles with Fred Lokes, man. Y'all check that out on Viz.
Check that out.
Download
okay,
Viz and check that.
So you see Fred Lokes in Fresno.
Okay.
That was already the one that just passed. So the newest one is Lingerie Extravaganza in Los Angeles, June 5th. And then Sada Baby Live in Portland, that's June 11th. And then Snow the Product in Fresno, that's July 10th.
That's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one right there.
Yeah, so he's he's pushing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of these guys, man, they pushing, man. So
that's what's up, man. Hey man, well, as always, you always welcome on the show. This is part 3, I think. So
we're heading back to Texas soon.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. And then we're gonna do the in-person interview when you come down here for sure. In studio, man. Hey man, I appreciate you sitting down with me, man. Once again, it's like I said, I'm losing track how many times he's chopped it up with me, man. I appreciate it sincerely. Cali, Texas connection is strong, baby. End of the episode, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I always like to say at the end of the episode, man, mental health is real. You take care of this, it'll take care of you. Tell somebody you love them. Peace. Namaste, man. We out of here, Cloud Chronicles. Thomas Bagu, Red Carpet Management. We out. Peace.